If you are a driven, fast-moving woman like me, you're probably missing this in at least one area of your life. And the area where you have the deepest, most longing, yearning desire. So I think there's two things. I said one in the title, but there's two things that are really missing or kind of set us on the right path before the manifestation process can even start. And the number one thing I'm going to say is desire. This is what I've noticed repeatedly. It's been coming up a lot with my clients and even with like other high achieving just friends that I have, is they overlook not owning their desire in that one area because they're so successful, so aligned, so fast moving in other areas of their life. And here's the two areas I notice it the most. If you are really high achieving, really driven, you make stuff happen in your business, in your money, like you've got that part covered, then chances are you struggle in love because you are not owning your desire there. If you have a really amazing relationship where you feel seen and heard and really connected, then chances are you're missing it in the business or in maybe you're making money, but it's not where you know you could be. And so the number one message I have for you is there's a not owning of a desire there. And hear me out. I know that sounds kind of like, okay, what does that mean? So if you're really driven in your career, in your business, and you've got money done, you're like, yeah, money, got it, done, check, completed, successful. I have that in the bag. The desire will show up to want a romantic relationship, and you might even start moving towards it, but you'll notice that quickly you're back to just screw it. Oh my God, all the men are the same. This is so hard. It's never going to work. It's my age. It's because I'm ambitious. It's because I'm driven. It's because every man is intimidated. And you'll just be, before you know it, you're going to be back in your comfort zone because of all of these stories that you're telling. And then you're going to look for proof that being single is better. You have all your freedom. You'll force yourself to align with that because the truth is your life is fabulous. It's true. It is fabulous and it is complete. However, there's a reason that that desire showed up. Everything that you need to move towards now to be the best version of yourself, to expand your capacity, to expand your container, is in the direction of the next desire. So you have to own that desire. You could even just own both things as first. You could say, you know what? Yes, it's true that I enjoy being single and there's benefits to being single and I have all of this success in my career. And it is also true that this desire for this relationship is showing up. Just being in that space that I actually can see that both things are true will help you own that desire. Now, I also have clients in the opposite end where they've got the relationship part done. Like they are so good in their relationship and they're very driven. They make things happen. They move. They're like me, like move, 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 get things done. However, there's something in them, money beliefs, something they're not really making what they really want to make, or they're making a lot of cash flow, but at the end of the day, they don't really have anything concrete to show for it. And again, owning our desire. And when I say owning, in my nervous system reboot, which I highly recommend, if you are following my work and you don't have that course, you absolutely need that course. Everything I've ever taught in the last 13 and a half years, anything I've talked about in my books, in my over 130 courses, will just be so solidified and enhanced with this really deep work. And so in one of the entire modules, there's a whole module with like 5 or 6 lessons on this topic about aligning the 4 bodies. So when I'm saying own the desire, I mean that you have to own the desire spiritually. You have to own the desire emotionally. You have to own the desire mentally, and you have to own the desire physically, meaning your nervous system feels safe enough. It's not going to be completely safe until it arrives, but safe enough to start moving in its direction. Because when we have duplicity in any one of those areas, we're gonna talk ourselves out of it. We're not really going to own it. You're gonna be making so many stories up in your head, and then you'll find the people that agree with your stories. They agree with your limiting beliefs. You'll call those friends. You'll follow those channels and pages that agree with your limiting beliefs instead of just seeing that there's some resistance. And it breaks my heart the most to see this in like driven women, high ambitious women like myself, because we're so good at this in other areas. But then there's the area that we've disowned, the ones that we tell stories about. This is when we start second guessing ourselves. So that's tip number one, is you have to make sure that all four parts of you are online with that desire. The second thing is trust yourself, because you have been able to achieve things and own your desire and make things happen and align with them in some areas of your life. You're a badass. I'm so proud of you. You have all of the skills inside of you. You have everything to make it happen. So trust that you can transfer that skill set to this other area if you allow yourself to just own the yearning. No, you are not wrong for wanting more after you have so much. That's another one that shows up. Of course you want more. You're not dead yet. You want to keep growing. Like, we don't judge the tree. Hey, you've got 7 branches and you're trying to grow more leaves. No, because that's just what a tree does. It grows. That's what everything in nature does. It grows. It evolves. And so, of course, you're going to want to keep evolving, even though you have so much. Of course. That's what you're here to do. So own that desire, trust yourself, and definitely sign up for the 3-week nervous system reboot. It is going to change your life. There's probably resistance coming up in you because you know that this is the work you've been avoiding. You get everything up over here in your head. You don't really want to go neck down. You've buried stuff in there. There's uncomfortable feelings in there that you don't want to feel. But what if the next phase of the magic in your life, all the money, all the romance, or all the ravishment actually is going to happen from the neck down? And what if even in the areas where you are a badass and you're so successful, what if even those areas will be enhanced? I know it for you. You know it too. That's why you feel resistance. Admit it. All right. I love you, babes. Link is in the description box. Let me know your key takeaway, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.